So this is Schefflera Delavayi. You can just see the size of these leaves, the length of them. Some of them are serrated. They're absolutely huge. All the growth that's in tight to the plant are small. But it's doing really well. I don't do anything with this. This is just basically planted into a load of manure, compost, mixed up in the soil. I did protect it with a sheet over the top during winter. I didn't want to get it waterlogged, but it's doing fantastic. This is Ashii, magnolia. Gets these huge leaves, a lot bigger than these. It's probably going to take years before it'll get flowers. You can just see that new growth there, that bright green. That didn't get any protection anyway. These are the pseudopanics. Just put them in, gave them a water. Didn't look back. It's one of the loquats from Montpellier. That doesn't get any protection either. Here's the Moe's toes. The leaves have just gone single now. So the Moe is a Moa or Moe, and this is supposed to be the toe of the bird that is extinct in New Zealand, and it had these 3 big toes. So you can see this has 3. But the older leaves have just singles now. But this is 7 feet tall, don't do anything, just stuck it in the ground. And it's flying. Here's the new pseudopanics latest. Beautiful leaves on it. Same again, just stuck it in the ground. I think the dogs are digging in here. Max, come on. The old chicken house is falling apart. I'm going to be taking that out. Leave a space under there for another special plant. It's about 12 feet. That's Stapleton 1046. All these small bamboos are all tiny little plug plants nearly, and they're all flying. They're all doing really well. I will, they are spreading bamboo, so I will be putting a barrier in. But the look at the size of this leaf. I can't even get it in the frame, can I? Gigantic. Absolutely gigantic. This one's recovered. Now, I put 2 bamboo down here. Now it could be because there's this oak tree here. Beautiful tree. Just the bark on trees are fantastic. And was it the lichen? That was just an acorn. It's doing really well. Anyway, yeah, I snapped one of them. Yeah, I think it was that one last year. But I put 2 giant variety bamboos in. Parvifolia. But they're starting to come on now. So I have to be careful not to break these. The ground is really moist. And there's loads of manure under there. And this is all bark chip on tops, you know, to help retain the moisture. But I think I'll give it a feed because it's obviously in a growth spurt. All these self-seeded sycamores. And here we have Parvifolia again, and this is new. And it's what? 6, 7, probably 8 feet. But they're actually pretty delicate at this stage. Yeah, so I didn't see any growth really last year. And it's really kind of late taking off this year. It could be because of there's the trees. This is a cider apple tree. I was going to get into doing, I was over in a holiday in Cornwall, and I was going to press my own apples and all that crack and do cider, but probably not a good idea, you know, having your own supply of alcohol. You wouldn't know where you could end up. So this is a Michelin cider apple tree. It's here a long time. I did have 2, but a lot of the trees just, they didn't make it. Whatever happened to them. They got in the way, I took them out. This is a eucalyptus gunnii. It's really slow. I don't feed the gunnii or the eucalyptus really because they can get really lanky and prone to snapping. I know the first one's down along over here on that pathway over in between the Miscanthus giganteus. So you can see the tops there. In its first year I started feeding it and they just exploded. But they get really lanky and they don't really support themselves well. This one here, don't feed it. That's 6, probably 12 feet now. But it seems to be solid, have a good stick in beside it. Yeah. Oh, Max, you hiding? A Sassa palmata, tiny little bit of root I had, but you see these big broad leaves on this bamboo. They're beautiful, one of my favourites without a doubt. Very aggressive, goes to about 7 or 8 feet high, so I will in time put in the barrier, but there's no need for it now. Powlonias. I haven't chopped any of these back yet. The leaves look good. Now, one of the mistakes I made, well, just with as the plants are evolving, got the weed all down this side now. The plan was to put sabal palms up against the stones where Nigina is, and I have 2 in there. Sabal palmetto and powlonia. Oh, this disabled palmetto. That's the dwarf variety in here. But they need the full whack of the sun. Really, they don't want anything that's blocking them. So over the winter, I'm going to be taking out this Miscanthus giganteus grass. Miscanthus grass. Not too sure. I might take out these bananas, but definitely the powlonias are going to come out, and I'm going to put them along that hedge line along here, in between the pampas on the field side, because I want this fully opened along the wall here for the sabals. That Miscanthus is going to come out as well. So I do have sabals, and they don't look like they've actually done anything. They haven't died anyway. That's the Brasoriensis, and this is Louisiana. But it's like all palms, they're slow. So you can see there's grasses and stuff that's blocking the direct sunshine coming in the sabals. There's too much palm leaves here, grasses and stuff.